Jessica, and today I have some more beauty favorites of mine from the entire year of 2014. Today's focus is on some lip products and also some brushes that I have absolutely loved this year. It is mostly drugstore, and I think there's only like one or two high-end things. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Let's talk lips first, because lips, that's something that for me, when I first started getting into makeup, I really neglected my lips. Like, I would worry a lot about the eyeshadow and the blush, but I would just kind of throw something on my lips, and I wouldn't really put much thought to anything. But this year has been kind of my year, really this year and last year, of really experimenting a lot more with lips. But all of my favorites still are pretty neutral colors, since that's really been in this past year. And so they're ones that I found and loved, and I'm really excited to share with you. But before we get into the actual colors, I wanted to share my favorite lip balm of the year. And it is the C.O. Bigelow My Favorite Night Balm. Now, I have the one that's my favorite lip balm that's like in a white tube, and it's a little bit bigger, and it's the same brand, Bath & Body Works is where I purchased them. And that one is not as thick as this, and I feel like it's drying my lips out. So I haven't used it a lot lately, but this one I was originally only putting on at night, like after I've washed my face and done my whole skincare routine. I'd put this on my lips right before bed, and I would wake up and my lips would just feel amazing. So finally I've started doing it. I put this on in the morning as well when I'm doing my makeup, so that way by the time I'm doing my lipstick or whatever I'm wearing that day, they're ready to go, they're wonderfully moisturized, and they just look like almost plump and soft and ready to take on any liner or any lipstick you're gonna throw on it. And since for me, this is one of my jobs, I do wear a lot of different lip colors, and I'm taking them off and putting on another, so my lips can get really kind of tired. So I feel like this is such a great way to keep them moisturized, especially in the dry winter months like I'm facing right now. So I love this product. I will definitely be repurchasing it when I run out. And also, Tyler, my fiance, he wears this too. I'm gonna buy him one. And it's funny because it kind of looks like the Jack Black products, which are like men products. That he's had his eye on, and I want to buy him some soon. But anyway, that's besides the point. He uses this too, and he really, really likes it. So a testament, if you're looking for like a stocking stuffer next year, this would probably be a good one, even for your husband or spouse or boyfriend, whoever. One of my favorite purchases of this year would be my MAC lip liner in Soar. Now, this is a really popular one right now, as is like Whirl, and there's a few others, but Soar and Whirl are kind of two of the bigger ones. And I ended up going with Soar. And I would love to try Whirl, but they seem to be pretty close in color, so I'm not too concerned about it right now. It is the most beautiful kind of dusty rose color, or dusty mauve. Got that brown tint to it. I'm wearing it today pretty much alone. I have that lining my entire lips, and then kind of on the inside I have MAC's lip liner in Dervish, just filling in the inside. No lipstick, nothing else. What I like about it is that when you're using just a lip liner on your lips, it really does stay on a lot longer and a lot more evenly, and especially if you use lip liner and then a lipstick, it's even better. But sometimes I just use them alone, and that's what I did today. I just love this. And this is gonna last me forever. I mean, seriously, I've had this for quite a while now, and it's gonna last me forever. The next favorite goes along with this lipstick. This was such a discovery of mine, and I was so ecstatic, and I can't stop wearing it. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last lipstick, and it's in the shade Rose to Fame. It is almost a perfect match for that liner. It's a well, I shouldn't say perfect match, because it's a little bit lighter. There's the liner and there's the lipstick, but it's such a beautiful brown rose color. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's so, so beautiful. It looks amazing on its own. It does better with a lip liner, but these are like $2 or $3 at the drugstore, and there are a lot of good shades, but Rose to Fame is my favorite, and I own quite a few of these now, but this one is amazing. It is absolutely better than a lot of my high-end lipsticks that I own. The formula is so creamy. This color lasts a very long time. And I don't necessarily love all of the Mega Last lipsticks. Like, I have some that are very dry that I feel like they're pulling. This one feels like moisturizing, and yet it still kind of looks matte. It is the best. It is the best. If you haven't tried Rose to Fame, you should definitely go check it out. You will love it as much as I do. The next favorite is another drugstore lipstick, and it's one of the matte Maybelline lipsticks, and it's the only one still that I've tried. And I know a lot of you guys are giving me awesome suggestions, but I have so much makeup, I'm like, I cannot go to the store and buy more, although we'll see, I might. But it's in the shade Daringly Nude, and it's a lot lighter. I mean, it's a very different color than that. Well, actually, on camera it doesn't look that different. This one almost has more of an orange peach tint to it. But again, this one is even better for every day. It's so beautiful. It looks great even without a lip liner because it's not that drastic of a color. But it's just so beautiful. And again, these formulas are very, very similar, at least with these two shades, because they're moisturizing and yet they still look mattifying without actually being truly dry. Because that's what I found with a lot of matte lipsticks that I've tried. They're actually just really dry. And that gives them the matte look, but they also just look gross up close. But those two, they never look gross. It's so beautiful. Another lip favorite, clearly it was very hard for me to narrow it down, so just deal with it. This is the Maybelline Color Whisper in Lust for Blush. And this has been a favorite of mine for so long, and it's right there. And it's a lot lighter and just more fun and airy. It's beautiful in the springtime, but also year-round. And this is like the only Color Whisper. If I were to get rid of all of them, I wouldn't really care because this is really the only one that I use. I'm running really low on it, so I need to buy another one, but it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it so much. The last lip favorite I'm gonna show before I get into my brush favorites is this lip gloss. It's the only gloss I included because this is the gloss that I reach for all the time. I mean, all the time. This is a Bella Pierre one. I've never purchased. This was like in some sort of box, like either a BoxyCharm or something. And it's in the shade Vanilla Pink. And I mentioned it so much because it is the most, I feel like it's the most unique color. And it smells amazing. I'm running low on it because I use it all the time. But it's right there. And it's really iridescent, but it doesn't really look crazy on your lips. But it's got kind of that similar color to these, but it's a little more peachy, but also still brown. See, I can't even describe it. It's so beautiful. And it doesn't feel sticky and it doesn't look weird as it wears off on your lips. I mean, it is like the ideal lip gloss. And I've just fallen in love with it. And I need to check out where Bella Pierre is sold. I mean, I'm sure they have their own site, but I've never actually bought something. But when this runs out, I'm gonna like have to buy this because I would miss it terribly from my collection. Okay, so now on to brushes. I only picked 3 out of all my brushes. I was like, what are the 3 that I feel like no matter what, I'm always cleaning and then using again? And one of them is this Sigma Taper Kabuki. You guys know I'm a Sigma affiliate, but I never talk about Sigma because I don't, first of all, everyone talks about Sigma and it gets so annoying. Like, oh my gosh, so annoying, I could scream. And so when I became an affiliate, I told myself like, okay, you're not gonna be one of those people that just talks about them to talk about them to try and, you know, whatever. So I really genuinely only talk about Sigma like once every 5 months, and it's only when I genuinely mean it. And this is the time that I do. This is the Tapered Kabuki. And I have all the other Kabukis and I use them for foundation and they're good, but there are a lot of other brushes, like Diva Beauty ones, that do the same thing and they're just as good. But this one I haven't really found a dupe for, and it's the F86. And I only use it for my concealer, especially if I use like a heavy duty concealer like MAC Pro Long, where I'll put it like in that classic triangle shape. And then you just buff it into the skin that way. And there's something about the synthetic bristles that it really does a great job of not soaking into here. It just keeps it on the skin and it just looks so flawless. I don't know what it is about this. Certainly the shape is helpful for that, but it really is amazing to me. And every time I put it away for a while and then I get it back out after a while, I just said a while a lot, I end up thinking to myself, why did I even put this away like after I cleaned it? Because I want to use it every single day. So it really, this one is worth the money and I love it. And I'm sure I've got a 10% off code. If I remember to update it, I will do that below if you are interested, but this is just an amazing brush. The next one, and this is more splurgy. This is a MAC, it's their liner, or their angled, I don't know what it's called, but it's the MAC 226, and it's this teeny tiny brush. This has transformed the way I do wing liner. I've had 1,000 of these angled liner brushes, and none of them held up through 1,000 washes the way that this one did. And it's kind of funny to spend money on something like this, except for it's just better. Like, it literally, I have no issues going bloop or bloop and winging it out perfectly every time with this brush. I don't know. And it's funny when I look at this up close to any other brush I have, I'm like, they look the same. What is it about this that it's just better? It's maybe a little bit thinner. And man, it was worth every penny. It is amazing. The last brush I will talk about is the Real Techniques brush, and it is their setting brush. And this is just kind of a medium-sized brush. I love to use it for maybe like a Bare Minerals powder concealer to conceal that area, or to do like little highlights if you're gonna do that. I love that it's this perfect size to do anything like that. But it's also just great for, I mean, anything. You could even contour if you were trying to be really, really precise. This brush is so versatile. I love it. This is one like I wish I need to get more than one because they're not really that expensive at all. And Ulta always has buy one get one half off sales. But I need to get more than one of these because I like to use it like at more than one area of my face and I have to like clean it off. So it'd be easier to not have to clean it off. I love this brush. I think you will too. So those are all of my lip and brush favorites. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you want to see my other two 2014 beauty favorites videos, I have my face one and then I also have my eyes one. So I will link those below if they're already uploaded, and if not and you're waiting to see them, definitely subscribe and you'll see them pop up in your newsfeed, and I'll catch you guys very soon. Bye. The first favorite, I'm going to start with eyeshadows. This is a palette that I kind of had a love-hate relationship with for a while because I had bought it based on someone on YouTube, I don't remember who it was, but someone on YouTube had talked about it in a video. I'm like, oh, that looks beautiful, right up my alley, so I bought it, and then I like never used it because, you know, I have like 1,000 palettes and 1,000 other things. So it just kind of got glossed over and I never really used it, and when I finally started to use it, I was so mad at myself for not using it all this time because it is amazing. And now, since then, I've traveled